Now, following on from the previous video about phase and restarting the phase in the case of oscillators, how does this apply to the noise oscillator? We can see here these phases, phase 1 for noise oscillator 1 and phase 2 for noise oscillator 2. What do these mean and why they're important? Phase is where in the noise sample you start playing from. Just like in the case of the oscillator. In the case of the oscillator, the phase is where in the cycle we start playing from. So it makes perfect sense that that's what it means in the case of the noise. It's where in the noise sample we play from. And for this to be consistent, we need to click restart so it starts at the same position every time. Otherwise it will just start from where it left off before, just like in the case of free run. So we almost always want it on restart. In fact, I think it should be the default, even though it's not. It's certainly my default. This is the safer option. But of course, in lots of samples, it won't matter. Take, say, this white noise. It sounds the same every time, but that's only because of the sample choice, white noise. If I choose something different, in fact, let me choose an extreme example immediately. A vocal thing. Here's the full sample.
Immediately. This is not immediately.
But if I change the phase,
We're
starting at a different position in the sample. So you can use this to pick out sections, maybe pick out individual words in the case of this vocal sample. Let me choose a different vocal example. Actually, let's do a transient example. There's this fuses one. Yep, here it is. Fuse hits. So here's the sample. Some cool transients and texture. Now, if I wanted just the transient, if I wanted to start the noise at the start of a transient, I work my way through. Dialing it in, hunting for that transient. And here it is. The sample now starts with the transient, which I can layer onto a sound to give it punch and to make it interesting. However, if I hold the note, the sample keeps playing. It doesn't just play the transient. It starts with the transient because I set phase to where the transient starts. But if I wanted to just play the transient, I need to turn it into a one shot, which I'll show you in the next video. Thanks for watching.